Crawford again. Killie, another good save. And Greg Shields thumps it into the back of his own net. A bizarre goal to break the deadlock at Rugby Park with 14 minutes gone in the second half.
It's been coming. Dunfermline have been a real threat going forward. Crawford knows exactly what he's doing here. Plays a good ball to Killie. Thought he was going to hit it first. He didn't connect well with it. But when Greg Shields sees that again, he's going to be so disappointed. Panicked just a little bit here. Couldn't have cleared it. Lost his footing. And ends up putting the ball in the back of his own net. The Dunfermline Celtic deserve the lead.
And Greg Shields will be seeing this one again, time and time again. And Dennis Norton might be introducing it next time around, because that was one he should have got rid of. Sliced off his boot. And Jim Jeffries miserable as he sees Shields put through his own goal. And Dunfermline are ahead. Fulton's corner kick. Chris Boyd equalises for Kilmarnock. His 10th goal of the season. It's 1-1.
It's a good header from Chris Boyd. It's a decent delivery. But Stevie Crawford, he'll be praying he didn't give away that corner kick. But watch this, it's a good ball in. Asking to get attacked. Boyd determined, powerful, strong. Keeps his eye on the ball. Gets it on target. And that's why it ends up the back of the net. Still absolutely no chance.
Yeah, it was all about attacking the ball. Scott Walker didn't. Chris Boyd did. And his amazing goal-scoring record continues. The teenager has Kilmarnock back on level terms. Here's Brannan. And Grondin. Stevie Crawford might just get the break of the ball, but Bob Malcolm stood firm in the middle of that Rangers defence. Deputising for Lorenzo Amoruso, who's suspended, of course. Brannan finds Brewster onside. Here's Grondin with the chance! David Grondin's first goal for Dunfermline has them ahead against the cup holders. 23 minutes played, and Eastern Park comes alive.
It's a great strike from David Grondin. The Rangers players, I believe, are looking for offside here against Craig Brewster. Got it sleep just for a second or so. Grondin wasn't hanging about. That's a marvellous strike, left foot, across the goalkeeper. So watch here, just between the legs and right in the bottom corner. Magnificent strike.
His 9th appearance for Dunfermline, and he'll remember his first goal for a long time to come. David Grondin, who had 5 years at Arsenal with Arsene Wenger. He's come here for first team football, wants to take his chance, and he certainly took his chance there. And there's the shock 10th Scottish Cup scoreline. It's Dunfermline 1, Rangers 0. Manny Ferguson, a hopeful ball, and Chris McGrothy was first there for Dunfermline. Now Craig Brewster, muscled out of it by Craig Moore.
That's great play from Craig Moore. He's playing really well, making life difficult for Brewster and Crawford.
Wonderful touch on the ball again from Ronald de Boer, through for Claudio Caniggia. It's 1-1. Claudio Caniggia keeps up his incredible record of scoring against Dunfermline. That's now 6 in 5 games this season.
It's a great goal from Rangers' point of view. I spoke about de Boer coming out in the middle, leaving the gap. Caniggia filled the gap exceptionally well there. Picked up the little slip pass from de Boer, and that's a cool, calculated finish. You'll see de Boer coming short here, picks up the ball. Caniggia's making his move off the right-hand side, into the gap.
And it's Claudio Caniggia's 10th goal of the season. And it's so important to Rangers, because Dunfermline haven't been in front for very long. Grondin for Dunfermline, Caniggia for Rangers. It's all square again. Inside the last 2 minutes. A hefty challenge from Barry Ferguson, and it's a red card. Barry Ferguson is sent off. And looks confused, looks bemused.
It's very, very so. He really went for Noel Hunt, no question about that. Hunt controls the ball well. And it's late, it's vicious, it's nasty, and it's so unlike Barry Ferguson, but I don't think he's really getting any complaints. Several Rangers players have been a go at Noel Hunt today for whatever reason, but young lad doesn't deserve that.
Dunfermline attacked from the kick-off and put the Motherwell defence under early pressure. They got the reward in the 17th minute. Jed Brannan played the ball into the box. The well rear guard, provoked by Brewster, got themselves in a tangle, and Stephen Hampshire took full advantage. Sloppy defending the problem, which gave Hampshire the chance to score his first goal of the season. Motherwell responded positively. They'd already been denied by the woodwork before Lasley's header hit the post, but things were to get worse. Bullen's long clearance set Craig Brewster free, but he was held back by Tony Vaughan and eventually brought down. Vaughan was the last man and received the red card. Referee David Summers confirmed afterwards Vaughan was penalised for the initial jersey pull when it was clear no advantage had been gained by Dunfermline. 5 minutes into the second half, it was 2-0. A slick pass by Brewster and a great run and finish by Barry Nicholson. The pair carved open the Motherwell defence, and Nicholson's execution was clinical. To give credit to Motherwell, they kept on battling, but when substitute Noel Hunt fired in goal number 3, it was all over. A great celebration and a great strike by the youngster, and a victory which ensures Dunfermline a top 6 place.
Kilgannon's cross, McNichol pulls a goal back for Dunfermline. There was an anxious look across at the assistant to check that that had crossed the line, and what a day for 20-year-old Scott McNichol.
Kilmarnock knew exactly what they needed to do to keep their European dream alive, earn 3 points, but it took them just over 10 minutes to realise that fact, and by then they were 2 down. Barry Nicholson, unchallenged, got the first, his 6th of the season. The second came courtesy of a great build-up play from Sean Kilgannon and Chris McGroarty, and a slightly mishit but effective finish from Gary Mason. Only the second goal of the season for the former Manchester City trainee. Dunfermline reigned supreme with Kilmarnock in a state of shock, and that shock was almost deepened by Jason Dare in the 20th minute. Kilmarnock had to do something and at last started to put some passing moves together, although I don't think it's being unkind to suggest that Gary MacDonald's goal was a complete fluke. MacDonald couldn't believe what he'd just done, and neither could Derek Stilley. 2-1, but at this point it was hardly deserved. The second half, though, was entirely different, resembling a basketball match in chances created. First, Chris Boyd for the visitors brought out a great saving challenge from Lee Bullen. Peter Canero was next, but he only worried the travelling supporters with this shot. Power's Player of the Year Craig Brewster hasn't scored for 3 months, and he squandered a couple of chances that before Christmas he would have lapped up. Peter Canero coming to Kilmarnock's rescue there. Referee Mike McCurry added 3 minutes at the end, and in the second of those, Chris Boyd earned a point for Killie. The best Kilmarnock can do now is finish on equal points with Hearts, but will need a 12-goal swing to have a chance of Europe. Not very likely.
Nicholson threads it through for Gronda, and he manages to flick it wide from McGroarty. Dunfermline enjoying being on the ball. Hasn't happened too often so far. Crawford for Bullen. Early ball in. Brewster. Laid off. And Dunfermline are level. Jason Dare has equalised, and Ibrox is silenced. 11 minutes gone. It's 1-1.
You won't see a better strike than this one. Good play from Dunfermline. Managed to hold on to the ball for the first time in the game. Craig Brewster involved, Stevie Crawford involved. That's a good early ball in. And Jason Dare doesn't hang about here. It's a good lay back. Catches it so well. Step across, not much chance of saving it.
It's stunning from Dunfermline.